Friends, gather round. Tonight we delve into the world of architecture, but not the pretty, symmetrical kind. Oh no, we're talking about buildings that would make Frank Lloyd Wright spin in his grave. Buildings so bizarre, so impractical, they could only be the work of one man, Gerhard Fjuck. Think of him as the Picasso of architectural disasters. Where others see straight lines and right angles, Fjuck sees, well, he sees something else entirely. His buildings are like fever dreams, defying logic, gravity, and probably several building codes. So buckle up, because tonight, we're diving headfirst into the wonderfully weird world of Gerhard Fjuck. Born in a small Austrian village, Fjuck wasn't your average child. While other kids built Lego castles, young Gerhard crafted gravity-defying structures that would make MC Escher proud. His parents, bless their hearts, encouraged his unique vision. Little Gerhard always did have a different perspective, his mother once told a local newspaper, probably while nervously adjusting her lampshade. Fjuck's fascination with the unconventional only grew with age. He devoured books on architecture, physics, and maybe a few on magic tricks, for good measure. He was determined to turn the world's perception of buildings on its head, literally. Fjuck's early career was a smorgasbord of the strange. He designed a public restroom shaped like a giant pineapple. Why? Because life is too short for boring bathrooms, he declared. He also built a library where the shelves moved on tracks, like a literary roller coaster. Navigating that library was like trying to find a specific grain of sand on a beach, but these were just warm-up acts. Fjuck was about to unleash his masterpiece, a building so bizarre, so audacious, it would cement his name in the annals of architectural infamy. Behold, the Crooked House. From the outside, it looks like a gingerbread house after a bender. Walls slant at impossible angles, floors slope uphill. Windows are, well, let's just say they're not rectangular. Fjuck claimed it was a tribute to the fluidity of life. Residents, however, used words like nauseating and a lawsuit waiting to happen. One resident, a Mrs. Helga Schmidt, famously said,
"Trying to cook in this kitchen is like working in a tilted funhouse mirror. I haven't eaten a meal sitting down in years."
Section 5 Upside-Down Office Complex, because why not? If the Crooked House was weird, the upside-down office complex was just plain disorienting.
Imagine walking into your office building and seeing the desks hanging from the ceiling. That's life in Fjuck's upside-down world. Fjuck argued it promoted creative thinking. Employees, however, mostly complained about neck cramps and the constant fear of staplers falling on their heads. It's like working in a Salvador Dali painting, except the clocks don't melt, they just fall on your head.
Section 6 The Spiral Skyscraper, reaching for the clouds, missing by a mile. Not content with bending the laws of physics on the ground, Fjuck set his sights on the sky. He envisioned a structure that would not only touch the clouds but also redefine what was architecturally possible. The Spiral Skyscraper was his most ambitious project yet, a twisting, turning tower that seemed to defy gravity. Each floor rotated slightly from the one below, creating a spiraling effect that was both mesmerizing and perplexing.
The problem? The design, while visually stunning, was riddled with practical issues. No one could figure out how to get to their office. The layout was so complex that even seasoned architects found themselves lost. The elevators only went up halfway. This was due to the building's unique structure, which made it impossible for traditional elevator systems to function properly. The rest of the journey involved a series of rope ladders, fireman's poles, and in one particularly harrowing case, a zip line. Employees had to navigate these obstacles daily, turning a simple commute into an adventure sport.
It's great exercise, Fjuck chirped when questioned about the impractical design. He believed that the physical exertion required to navigate the building was a feature, not a flaw. Fjuck chirped when questioned about the impractical design. He argued that the building was a testament to human ingenuity and resilience. The building's tenants, however, were less enthusiastic, especially those who worked on the higher floors and had to pack a parachute just to get to work. The daily struggle to reach their offices was taking a toll on their productivity and morale. Meetings were held to address these issues, but solutions were hard to come by. The building's unique design made conventional fixes impossible. Fjuck proposed several innovative solutions, including a series of interconnected slides and climbing walls, but these ideas were met with skepticism. Some tenants tried out these new methods with mixed results. While a few found the experience exhilarating, most found it exhausting and impractical. Reflecting on the project, Fjuk admitted that while the spiral skyscraper was a marvel of modern architecture, it was also a lesson in the importance of practicality. He vowed to take these lessons into account in his future projects, aiming to create buildings that were not only visually stunning, but also functional and user-friendly. As the sun set behind the spiral skyscraper, it stood as a symbol of human ambition and the relentless pursuit of innovation, even if it sometimes meant missing the mark by a mile. Section 7. Life inside Fjukk's creations, tales of frustration and hilarity. Living or working in a Fjuk building is an experience like no other. These structures defy the norms of architecture, challenging both the inhabitants and the visitors in ways that are as frustrating as they are amusing. It's a constant battle against unconventional design and gravity itself. The floors might not be level, the walls might not be straight, and the ceilings might be lower or higher than expected. Imagine trying to hang a picture on a wall that's sloping at a 45-degree angle. It's not just a test of patience, but also a test of creativity and ingenuity. Or trying to have a meeting in a conference room where the floor is a giant, bouncy castle. Every step you take sends you bouncing, making it nearly impossible to stay serious or focused. Yet, amidst the chaos, there's a strange sense of community. People bond over shared experiences, laughing at the absurdity and finding joy in the little victories. Residents of the Crooked House hold annual wonky wall parties. These gatherings are a celebration of their unique living conditions, where they share stories, play games, and enjoy the quirks of their home. Employees at the Upside Down office complex have perfected the art of eating lunch upside down. It's a skill that requires practice and balance, turning an ordinary meal into an extraordinary event. And everyone who survives a trip to the top of the spiral skyscraper gets a free helmet and a year's supply of motion sickness pills. The journey is not for the faint-hearted, but the view from the top is worth every twist and turn. Navigating through a maze-like hallway can feel like an adventure. Each turn brings a new challenge, and finding your way becomes a daily puzzle to solve. The furniture is just as unconventional as the buildings themselves. Chairs might be suspended from the ceiling, and tables could be tilted at odd angles, making everyday tasks a bit more interesting. Despite the frustrations, there's a lot of laughter. People help each other out, sharing tips and tricks to make life a little easier in these extraordinary spaces. Community events and gatherings are common, bringing people together to celebrate their unique living and working environments. These events foster a sense of belonging and camaraderie. Over time, people adapt to the unique challenges of Fjukk's architecture. They develop new ways of doing things, turning obstacles into opportunities for creativity and innovation. In the end, it's the quirks and oddities that make life in Fjukk's creations so memorable. It's a testament to human resilience and the ability to find joy in the most unexpected places. Section 8. Genius or Madman? The Fjuk debate rages on. Across the world, people are divided on the legacy of Gerhard Fjuk, a man whose architectural designs have sparked both admiration and controversy. So, what's the verdict on Gerhard Fjuk? Is he a misunderstood genius or a madman with a penchant for the bizarre? Is he a visionary genius pushing the boundaries of architecture, or just a madman with a drafting table? The jury's still out. His work has been described as both groundbreaking and bewildering, leaving experts and laypeople alike scratching their heads. One thing's for sure, Fjukk's buildings are never boring. Each structure is a testament to his unique vision, often defying conventional architectural norms. They make us question our assumptions about how buildings should look and function. His designs challenge the very essence of what we consider to be practical and aesthetically pleasing. They make us laugh, they make us scratch our heads, and they make us wonder what the hell he was thinking. His work evokes a range of emotions, from amusement to bewilderment, and that's perhaps what makes it so compelling. Maybe that's the mark of a true artist. Someone who can evoke such strong reactions and make us see the world in a different light. Or maybe he just really likes pineapples. His whimsical and often surreal designs leave us questioning his inspirations and motivations.
Fjukk's work is undeniably provocative. It stirs debate and forces us to confront our preconceived notions about architecture. It challenges the norms and forces us to rethink what we know about space and design. His buildings are not just structures, they are statements, each one a bold declaration of his artistic vision. Whether you love or hate his creations, you can't ignore them. They demand attention and provoke thought, making Fjuk a polarizing yet undeniably influential figure in the world of architecture. Those who have lived or worked in Fjukk's buildings often have strong opinions. Some praise the innovative use of space and light, while others criticize the impracticality and eccentricity of his designs. Fjukk's journey in architecture began with humble beginnings, but his bold ideas quickly set him apart. His early works already hinted at the unconventional path he would take. Today, his most famous buildings stand as monuments to his unique approach. They are tourist attractions, conversation starters, and most importantly, they are unforgettable. Integrated into cityscapes, Fjukk's buildings often stand out, not just for their design, but for the way they interact with their surroundings. They are a testament to his ability to blend the extraordinary with the everyday. Architectural students study his work to understand the balance between creativity and functionality. Fjukk's designs serve as case studies in pushing the boundaries of what is possible. As the sun sets on another day, Fjukk's buildings continue to stand as symbols of his daring vision. Love him or hate him, Gerhard Fjuk has left an indelible mark on the world of architecture.
Section 9. Share your Fjuk stories. Have you encountered architectural atrocities? Have you ever stepped inside a building that made you question the laws of physics? Have you ever worked in an office that felt more like an escape room? We want to hear your stories. Share your experiences with architectural abominations in the comments below. Section 10. Next time on Structures of Suspicion, Haunted Mansions and the Ghosts Who Rent Them. Join us next time as we explore the spooky side of real estate. We'll be investigating haunted mansions, creepy castles, and the ghosts who call them home. Bring your salt circles and your EMF readers. It's going to be a bumpy ride.